final day and a gorgeous morning here in a gorgeous place, a summertime paradise to be sure. The Finger Lakes region of New York State, Cayuga Lake, Union Springs. We're down to 12 anglers on this final day. Lots of savvy bass fishing fans around here. They've come out to watch what they expect is going to be a great battle on this final day.
No doubt about it. It's been a catch fest. We're going to have a little bit heavier winds later in the day here on this championship Sunday, but you really look at Jordan Lee and what he needs to get done here to go into a final day leading the likes of Brett Hite, Kevin VanDam, Jacob Porosnik behind you. Jordan Lee, as calm as any angler we've ever covered, has his work cut out for him.
Day 4. I'm pumped up, man. You know, ready to see what the day brings. It's going to be a good day, you know, either way you look at it. Great opportunity. We're going to go have fun.
We just got to execute today, and you got to have 4+ pounders. So I've got a lot of good spots. It's been a blast to fish this week. Right now we're after Jordan Lee.
Section of it you think is most important?
Fairly simple. The north end of Cayuga Lake is really where the biggest largemouth population lives, stays, and eats. Kevin VanDam, just like Jordan Lee, fishing holes in the grass about 9 to 11 feet of water. And the other side about Kevin VanDam, he said, "Bud, when I set the hook in the morning, it's generally a good one."
Biggin. That's the ones you need right there. There we go. Start the day right. Right where you're supposed to be. Right now I'm just throwing a Texas rig 5-inch Strike King Ocho, just a blue craw color. I don't think the color matters, anything green pumpkin. This section is on the north end of the lake here. There's a huge expanse of flats. And I mean, most of it, you know, for the next, 2 miles is basically about 8 to 10, 12 foot of water, and it's all got grass. The size of these fish, you can tell they're just feeding up so good. There's perch, there's bluegill, there's everything. So this lake right here has just got a tremendous amount of great habitat in this part for largemouth. I've got one area here that, and I've kind of watched that really, I haven't seen many people fishing around that I haven't even been to yet. So I'm kind of looking forward to that too. There we go. Nice one. Good solid one anyways. Gonna have to have bigger to win. When I can see him, and it's no secret, I'm sure Jordan Lee, Iconelli's right up there. A lot of the guys are fishing this way right here and been making it really work. If you find one of those really good holes, that they're in, this has been really good too. So I've just taken a same Ocho and wacky rigging it, putting on a spinning rod. Yesterday when it was slick calm, that was about the only way you could catch them. So you just cast it out there and just let it painfully sink to the bottom and twitch it a few times. Usually they got it before it ever hits. That's kind of what you're hoping for.
Kevin VanDam, a good flurry to take over that lead early on this 4th and final day. You heard what he said. I got to catch 4 pounders today. Had some that are getting close to that region. Meanwhile, Jordan Lee, our leader to start the day, a little bit slower start.
I wish I could come out of the gate and just smash 20 pounds, but it don't work like that. Not what I'm doing. I'm gonna have to work for everyone, but that's all good.
Well, one thing that we said coming into Championship Sunday, this south wind was going to help and it was going to hurt some anglers throughout this day. Really what it's doing is pushing a lot of that cold, deep water onto that North Flat. So far, Jordan Lee on the receiving end of not being helped by that wind. Just around the corner from him, head over to Brett Hite, who said he truly is on the mother lode of Cayuga Lake.
That's a good one. That's a good, oh, we come off. See, when you lose one like that, it's gonna, takes a little while for him to usually get fired up again. I might switch this up since we... Yeah, yesterday I pulled up here and they were really schooled up. You know, caught about anywhere between 30 and 40 keepers. Today I got here, a little breeze, which actually should help the bite. But the fish, they just haven't grouped up here. I had a big one on and lost it in the school. And as a lot of people know, when you lose them about, you know, you get 3 or 4 cranks on them, it'll mess the school up for a little bit. So I'm just waiting for them to regroup a little bit on this spot. Got one. All the conditions are right. I just kind of messed up the spot for a little bit. And they just kind of come in waves here. You get 3 or 4 bites, and then you got to wait and maybe reposition the boat, kind of angle the boat a little bit different to get the right cast, find out where they've moved on the spot, and you know, just wait them out. There's a big school of big ones around here, so you just got to wait till they want to fire up and bite.
Brett Hite having a fantastic season, 2 top 10 finishes already under his belt. His day 4 not going quite as fast as day 3, but at this point, he's got time and he's got the patience.
They're getting a little bit bigger, boys.
Steady and maybe even shaping up a little bit for Jacob Porosnik, as you mentioned, Mark Zona, versatile enough to keep on catching him on this very different weather today. Back over to KVD, who started out strong.
So this is the rig that I'm using right here. I've just got a straight king 1/8 ounce tungsten weight, a 3/0 Mustad grip pin hook, wide gap. It's got that little pin on there, and that really helps keep that bait from sliding down.
Really, the whole story of this tournament is the north end of Cayuga Lake. Here VanDam throwing a Strike King 5-inch Ocho, and it's sort of a little power finesse deal going on the north end. VanDam throwing that Texas rig worm, other guys drop shotting, but the whole key, you cannot say it enough, is the holes in the grass in 9 to 11 feet of water, and really it's its own environment. There's bluegills, perch, gobies in all of these holes, and the beauty of it is all of the good holes have a little bit of rock in it, and the aerials really tell the entire story, and generally these holes have reloaded all week.
Good one. Big one. Hang on. There we go. Good one. It's 5. Right now I've got 2 good ones, you know, 3.5 pounds or better, and one other 2.5 pounder and 2 little keepers. So just been pitching my Texas rig Ocho around. You can do it. I'm just exposing it and putting it back in. There's so much of that stringy grass, and it's critical to make it straight, so it just glides down there in those holes. And I've got a couple of key spots that I've been getting a lot of bites out of, you know. We'll see what we can do here. Maybe get another 1 or 2 off this spot.
Kevin VanDam solid on his plan for the day at a time when he says the lake is alive. It's at peak time right now. Let's check in with Dean Rojas. Dean Rojas starts his day a little over 2 pounds back of the leader Jordan Lee, and 2 pounds is certainly doable on this day, but like Kevin VanDam said, it's the same story for Dean Rojas. You're going to have 4-pounders in the mix.
Well, you're not going to have a sight fishing tournament, really, and not have Dean Rojas in the mix, but the one thing that Rojas has had every day of this tournament is 1 or 2 giant smallmouth.
Estimated at this point right now, which still puts him behind Kevin VanDam. Kevin VanDam, who's still just a couple of events away from his first win since 2011 on Toledo Bend.
Exactly right, and really watching VanDam fishing in a style we don't see very often. Dead sticking a plastic worm, just old school fishing. And really, this is turning into a tournament VanDam can steal with all the light weights on this final day.
I don't think. I got a little one, I think. Yeah, bigger than that one. Still ain't much. Mm. 2-pounder. Don't really matter. How about that right there? Yeah. I could tell. Oh, another little one. It's not much, so.
Yeah, how about that right there now? Yeah.
Kevin VanDam having a little fun with us, the fans, and having fun himself.
Having a time.
Incrementally upgrading out there and looking very, very strong as we head into the final part of this 4th and final day at Cayuga Lake. Can he bring home his 2nd win of 2016? Find out when we come back.
Finally. I watched that one eat it.
Was that the weirdest break-off that we've ever seen on the Elite Series?
What happened? I couldn't, and then the fish jumps out of the water again. That was very weird. Brett Hite needs some more of those really, really quickly. Kevin VanDam just trying to hang on to what he's got, hold off everyone else, and win this thing in the final hour.
Here's one. Feels like a big one, too. Yep, it is. I have not thrown a jerk bait yet. Three-pounder. That's a good sign, though. Say that. The heavy 2 3/4 maybe. A fat one though. There he is. Solid.
Boy, an interesting final day on Cayuga Lake, a lake that really has given up giant bags all week long. That south wind definitely turned this lake around. VanDam with small upgrades all day long. Was it enough?
Okay, got rid of all the little ones in there. We've gotten rid of all of our time for fishing for today. This is going to be the final weigh-in to decide our champion back here at Union Springs, and the crowd ready to go. Let's take a look at Kobe Krieger, 69.8 on the week. And look at this, that has him tied now with Jacob Porosnik. These two with the lead. Get both of these old boys in one hot seat, I don't know.
But don't you guys get too cozy over there, because this next one's pretty scary, huh? He is a 7-time Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year, 4-time Classic champion, 21 wins from Kalamazoo, Michigan, KVD, Kevin VanDam. Had 56 pounds, 6 ounces, looking for 13.3 to take the lead. 15 pounds, 7 ounces. Kevin VanDam knocks off Kobe Krieger and Jacob Porosnik. Get a seat in our hot seat, your tournament leader, Kevin VanDam. Whew. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 anglers left to go. From Phoenix, Arizona, Hite, Brett Hite. 12 pounds, 8 ounces, moves into second place, 2 pounds, 3 ounces short of the lead. Are you ready to decide this, ladies and gentlemen? A former Carhartt College Bass champion. Get loud for Jordan Lee. Looking for 13 pounds and 12 ounces. 12 pounds, 10 ounces. KVD gets it done. Kevin VanDam. The Bush Beer Bassmaster Elite belongs to Kevin VanDam. 2016, KVD doubles down with his second win of the season. Win number 22. My friend, nobody ever again better ever utter the words, will KVD win again?
Well, he's the man, no doubt about it. How about win number 22 with the Bassmasters for the one and the only Kevin VanDam? And Mark Zona, I heard Dave Mercer loud and clear. Never, not for me. Ever again will we doubt Kevin VanDam.
No, and really, it's almost like other anglers have woke a sleeping giant. And if you look at the year that Kevin VanDam had in 2015, a lot of people doubting his future. I think he's put that to rest. And the other side of that is this year is far from over. You could see another W in the tank.
Might want to keep your eye on when
Maybe.
Kevin VanDam